Hello, my lovely starborns. I hope you all are doing well. So, today we are getting messages from Pleiades in the honor of Pleiadian alignment in the sky. Today is the final day, as well as the sun has entered Gemini, and we are headed towards the Venus Cazimi happening on June 4th. As well as before that, this full moon is happening in the sign of Sagittarius, right? And this particular full moon, according to Yasmin Boland, is the lucky full moon. It brings in a lot of luck for the collective. And what did I tell you? This full moon is also very relevant for planting your seeds, for setting intentions, and all that good stuff that we usually do on the new moon. But yeah, now I have already prepared your piles, but of course we are going to choose a group here. So let me help you. Group one, your deck is the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, and your crystal is Amethyst. Okay, let me just keep it on top of it. Yeah. And group two, your tarot deck is the Hanson Roberts tarot deck, and your crystal is the lovely lapis lazuli. I know the light does not do justice, but yeah. Group three, your deck is the Thought tarot deck, and your crystal is carnelian. Okay. So see which one is pulling you in. Let me zoom in a little bit. And let me increase the light. So see which one is pulling you in. Choose your group and I'll see what you're reading. Hello, group one. You chose the amethyst crystal, and your deck is the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, which I will use to clarify, but let's look at your cards first. So, the first card is the Solar Light Upgrade. Yeah, with all the solar flares, of course. And your dragon card is Serene is the Night. Pride of the Archangels, number 39. It's the pink dragon. Nighttime is very active. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah. Okay. Earth. Learning how to be human. In this word, but not of it. Of course. Of course. Oh, reptilians. It's funny that this card is numbered 17. So it is kind of the star card. Look at his belt. You know, this checkered design. It's symbolic. It actually is hinting towards the secret societies and the Illuminati and the occult societies, you know. Okay. And manifestation. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that's number 10, by the way. Number 10. That's Wheel of Fortune. Okay. We have to shift it. Okay, perfect. And let's also look at your tarot card. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Let's keep it here. And 5 of Wands. Okay, and Queen of Swords. All right. So these are your cards. Now let's see. Let's see what I'm looking at. I feel like with the solar plexus, your willpower is becoming very strong, right? You are getting fully attuned to and fully comfortable with your personal power. You can get an energetic boost, okay? Like, especially if you've been feeling very low, something is shifting. This is like an energetic shift, okay? And you are kind of becoming more instinctual. I feel like you're already very instinctual, but there is almost like the time is right. Actually, I'm hearing ripe. The time is ripe. It's a perfect time to move forward with some sort of a project or something, a goal and intention that you have in your mind. It's like it's fully grounded. That energy is here. You have all the support that you require. So it's all about focus. It's time to focus on where you are ready to grow and expand. Because with this card, it's like the sun is out, the sun has come out, the sun has arrived, the sunlight has arrived. It's here inside of you. Your sun is bright. Oh my god, this is of course solar plexus activation. So creativity is bound to flow, okay? And also creativity flows where your focus goes. So be very mindful of where your mind is taking you around this time, because with Archangel Jeremiel being here, who's the Archangel of Mercy, his name basically means mercy of God. He's an angel of forgiveness. And I feel like something beautiful is happening in your life with the Venus Cazimi, the upcoming Venus Cazimi in Gemini. Hmm. Especially this message is for someone. Okay, this seems to be specific, but yeah, if you have trouble sleeping at night, and if you're naturally like that, nocturnal since forever, it's I feel like your grid worker role is being ignited around this time. But I actually want to read this dragon out for you. 39, number 39. Say, serene is the night. So this dragon appears to those very few sensitive souls who know too well the night of the awake, and tells you this. For those of you who are more sensitive than the rest, the ones who see, who feel, and who love so deeply, the ones who lie awake at night and yearn for their home among the realms of the angels, this group, your angelic origin is ignited, it's fully ignited. It's like, yes, you are galactic in a sense, yes, but the angelic side of you is waking up. I'm hearing threefolds. So remember, your soul chose this path, for it knew you were strong enough. It is in those moments when you are awake at night, feeling everything vulnerable and anxious, that the angels, the dragons, and the divine are closer to you than ever. Reach out to them and feel their presence in the silent serenity of the night. For that is when we are able to hear the divine so clearly. Something is definitely going on at nighttime for you, like with you. Mm, You are being reassured in very, I'm hearing in an intense way. Like the intensity is increasing. The contact is made, and the intensity of this contact is increasing. Something is becoming very loud for you. The info, the sign, the contact is very loud for you, group one. So, yeah, there's that. And with the earth energy being there, it's all about learning how to be human. Okay? And maybe you're finding a bunch of feathers here and there. But, I just feel like feathers are coming in because the angelic presence is very strong around you. Yeah. And I will tell you one by one what I see here, but I also want to clarify as we proceed. Otherwise, the reading is going to be very long, and I don't want that. So, yeah, this is for my group one. All right. Show me the solar light upgrade. Okay, look at that. Ten of Pentacles underneath, Four of Cups. It's like the balance in your self-esteem, in your confidence, in your willpower, the way it is being restored. This, by the way, this has been going on for past 4 months at least, and I feel like it has created a massive shift in your psyche, in your personality. Okay, and now it's almost like you're in this space. It's kind of like a liminal space, and yes, you are actually very mindful of your energy, and especially whom you share it with and all of that, and which is, it's great, it's wonderful, but also don't be overprotective. All right, like put yourself out there, engage with people. I do see there's a bit of detachment here, like, I don't know, just be mindful of not taking things for granted. All right, and always move in gratitude. But I feel like this energy could show up in spaces and places where I feel like someone, yeah, what is that? It's a very, yeah, it's that little insect that often likes to dance around the flame. It's not a moth. I think it's a moth baby. What do I do with it? It's just like, it can fly. It's jumping all over. Where did it even come from? Okay. See? Again, a winged creature is here. I don't know. There's something here. There's something here. It's okay. Oh my god. That's what. Your spirit team, your guides, your angels, they want you to pay attention to something. But it's almost like you're not looking. You're not looking. Why not? Look at that. What's underneath? Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, the Word, and the King of Cups. It's almost like whatever is trying to come in, you're not interested. Because, first of all, you're very focused. You're very, very focused on what it is that you're doing. But at the same time, something needs your attention, group one. Let's see. What is this? Queen of Wands with the Five of Swords. Someone needs your forgiveness. Needs it. They need it. And you're not interested in interaction. You're not even interested in talking. But the thing is, I'm not going to tell you what to do, But the more you escape, the more you try to ignore what needs to be worked on, looked at, talked about, it's just going to create some sort of like an unnecessary burden for you, okay? And spirit wants you to avoid it. So be your bold self and don't run. Okay? Don't run. Everything is fine. Also, this is about what it is that you want to create, all right? Certain things that you gave up on, it's time to rebuild. It's time to build it from a stronger position, from a stronger knowing, from almost like a divine instinctual way. Yeah, you're like being divinely guided around this time, group one. Don't be afraid of anything. I feel like some of you are afraid of your own anger. Hmm. And there are certain beings in your life who really test you, and you disengage, yes, you protect your peace, yes, and but at the same time there's something where you don't want to be friendly. You just don't want to be fake like that. You just don't want to interact like that. I feel like you could be dealing with some fake people, but spirit is saying it's not about who they are, it's about who you are, and move accordingly. You've got nothing to lose here. No one is going to dim your light. It's kind of like, and again, there's this self assurance is only going to become stronger and stronger. Okay, your confidence is strong. There's a confidence boost happening every day. Okay, it's been happening for the past 4 months, which has put you in a very strong position. It has empowered you, but use this empowerment to overcome your own limiting beliefs, your old patterns, all right? But it's also like there's something else here which actually needs to be cut out. But I feel like the way you're dealing with it is not how you cut it out, because I feel like energetically it is kind of pulling you in, and spirit wants you to avoid that. Okay, all right, now let's look at the serene the night. Look at that, 6 of Swords. Yeah, see, 6 of Swords, it's about, and we did see the 5 of Swords earlier, right? And there is this need to move away entirely, okay? And especially where your mind is not pulling you back into the same situations, where spirit does not want you to overthink. I just feel like this is some sort of a test to group one. This is a test. Look at that, who's underneath. Look at that. So many mages. Crazy. What is keeping you up at night? What is keeping you up at night? This energy is dissipating, all right? You've been caught up in something like your mind is actually was. Your mind was trying to drag you to some places, especially these are the people and connections you have rejected. I feel like for many of you, it's a very well guided rejection where you do not have any second thought or any doubt about your decision. No, but it's like the mind doing its thing, and the beauty of it all is you are just addressing it. You're letting the mind do its thing, but I feel like a part of you is detached. You're not interested. You've checked out, even though the story is sort of like playing out in the background, and you're just like waiting for it to snuff itself out, which is It's great. Okay, because see, you are in a bubble, and at the same time, you're very much in the know. You're very grounded. You are consciously grounding your energy, so it's no more wooey, spacey stuff where it's about okay, things will reveal itself in due time, which it will, yeah. But at the same time, you know enough to move in a certain way about, especially when it comes to certain people. I feel like you could be dealing with some sort of like a manipulator or somebody who has like really dark ways. Okay, it's like this person is tapped into their darker traits and darker star-seeded traits, which are again, it comes with a level of power and charisma and magnetism and charm. Somebody is very charming, but at the same time, yeah, their tongue is forked, if you know what I mean. 919, you could be saying 919, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. What happened in 2020? Something happened. Hmm. Okay. And also, this is all about, with the star seed card there, that card is about transcendence versus imminence. So it's about how can you find the greater balance between being fully present here on earth, or being totally out of touch with human reality. All right, now is the time when you're finding this healthy balance. It's like, I'm just getting this energy, no more escapism of any kind. You are actually mindfully checking yourself whenever that comes in. Okay, which is good, which is very good. Let's see, what is this earth energy? Look at that again for eight of pentacles. Yeah, very grounded energy. You could be seeing spiders. Also, you know what true love is. You know what love actually is, and you don't, at the same time, I feel like you don't have any, like, your expectations have changed when it comes to love. Your expectations have changed drastically. It's kind of like, hmm, you just want to see what spirit has in store for you. And at the same time, I just feel like you were prepared for anything, my lovely group one. You're prepared for anything and everything, basically. At least spiritually, there is that alignment. Okay, and I feel like this alignment is seeping in your reality now, out in your external reality now, not just the inner world. The outer world is matching the energy of the inner world. Let's look at this reptilian energy, because I feel like somebody tried to, I would say not somebody, I feel like your environment, the connections, people, they tried everything to kind of like get you to a point where, you started acting like them or something of that nature, but that never happened. You never matched their weird energy. Somebody wanted you to be in some sort of like a survival mode or whatever, and this could very well be energetic, energetic spell casting, let's call it, where people project their opinion on others and try to make it the other person's reality. But yeah, that's kind of like, it doesn't do much for you, basically, much to you. But this bully kind of energy which is present here with the reptilian card here, and look who's right underneath, Queen of Swords. This is what you did. Yeah, somebody was like testing you, and in the name of love you allow them to test you again and again and again, and then one day it was just like off with their heads. And Now, this person, I'm really picking up on this one particular person, very nasty energy, but at the same time, very charming. And they don't know what hit them. This person is in pain right now. Pain. I'm here in pain. Yeah, just pain. Like, you know, they don't know what to do with themselves and what to do, how to like handle this situation, because whatever their instincts told them, it all turned out to be wrong. So the person's instinct is wrong, and now this person is like rethinking everything about what it is that they know. I just get a very hollow energy from this person. It's almost like they need someone who's more lively, more alive, to kind of like, almost like, shapeshift accordingly to that lively person's energy. They try to match energy, So that is why, and this is often unconscious, but you never know. This is some sort of like an evil energy. So the evil one's like, it's very conscious on their part, but it could very well be unconscious too. Yeah, but I said conscious, so maybe consciously, yeah, because bully energy, a predator of a sort. You said no to the pecking order. Somebody wanted to put you in this place of fight or flight response. They wanted to, wanted you to function from your reptilian brain, but yeah, no matter the connection, there's something about weird ass competition at all points, and it's almost like you're so down with it, so down with it. Tell me more about it. Yo, he went all the way there. Look at that. I mean, so ashamed that he didn't want to show his face. Why is that? And when, because I did see it in reverse, it came out in reverse, right? It flipped all the way there. And when it is reversed, look, the inverted pentagram becomes upright. I'm telling you, this person, this has been a slow burn energy, slow process, where I just feel like even whoever this is, they are really going through it. Pain. Yeah, this is pain. And it's like this person has a weird tendency of doing something. Again, they have some sort of like an energetic advantage. At least they had, where they were able to influence others through the power of suggestion. I don't know, maybe this person read some, dark psychology books or whatever. Or maybe they were just born with the ungift. But yeah, this person, they've misused their powers. They've really, really misused their powers. And now it's time for balance. And however they have affected your life, none of it matters, because everything is shifting. Everything has already shifted here. Wow. Let's look at manifestation. But yeah, reptilian for the devil. I mean, what are we doing here? you know, this is, wow, Eight of Swords underneath. Yeah, this person is really, really, they've been causing weird hindrances. Okay, they've been pretending to be somebody they are not, and they've been causing weird blockages, delays. I'm hearing in your life, and this came out in reverse too, right? Yeah, but I don't take reversals, so that is well and good. But I feel like through some sort of energetic interference here, and also this pulling on your energy, especially mentally, I feel like they try to disconnect you from your spiritual team, which is not happening. But yeah, it's not happening. So that is why that earlier message came in, where pay attention to your guides, to your team. They are always around you, and I think you know that very well. But there is something that you are not paying attention to, and they want you to connect with them every day at least. Like, have a practice where you talk to your guides, you listen, okay? And through this interference, they also try to kind of, like, I don't know, this is like a controlling behavior where this person was basically holding you back. I don't know why it is all about this person. And I just feel like all of this was done in the name of love, which is really not love. And it puts you in a place where you started, like, you got tired. You got really tired of this realm, of this world, of the human ways, and found it better to just stay up in the ethers and all that. But no, no, Spirit helped you, God helped you. And this is Saturn in Taurus. The delays are coming to an end. And there's also the energy of algol. And we did see the algol energy recently happening in the sky, right? Fixed star in the sign of Taurus at 26 degree. And it is connected to, yeah, like, a lot is said about it, but I do not agree with any of it. But I feel like what's happening here, the production is very strong. The spiritual production is just way too strong, that all this mingling on this person's part is just creating some sort of like a karmic retribution here, which they're not able to deal with, not at all. And however they interfered with your life and how they affected your very personality, that is not going to fly. That is not going to fly at all. Because I will tell you the story of this queen here, and you will apply it as you see fit to your life. But I feel like it's relevant because, yeah, this person was playing with your very vibration. They wanted to hold you down at their level. That's what was comfortable, but you're not born for that. Because this is the God listening in concealment. God who was always on your side, watching, always up. And with yeah, it's like ha ha ha. Yeah, God is like, the last laugh is mine. So Aya serves to win judgments and to render judges favorable, and protects all those who seek the truth, and brings men to the contemplation of divine things. Okay. This angel is a soul guardian for those who are born from 8:20 a.m. to 8:40 a.m. and a moral guardian for those born on 14th April, 25th June, 5th September, 16th November, or 27th January. And this angel is the physical guardian for those born from 23rd to 27th July. And this info is available in the book, and for some reason is guided to tell you guys that. But now let's finally talk about the Queen of Swords. All this energy only kind of like, put you in a defensive position, let's just say, just like this queen. But now let's listen to her story. Okay, so there was once a princess named Turandot, and forgive me for the pronunciation, but these stories are from all around the world, and if I am butchering the names, sorry for that. But yeah, there once was a princess named Turandot who was so beautiful that men constantly fell in love with her and proposed. But Turandot hated all men. She remembered her past life as a princess who was abused at the hands of an invading prince, and so Turandot swore to never marry. Still, men pursued her in droves, so she devised a challenge. Men who wished to propose to her had to answer three riddles, and if they failed, they would be beheaded. Now, into this kingdom came the young prince of Tartary, his father, the deposed king of Tartary, and their lone servant, the young girl Liu. They arrived just in time to see the prince of Persia fail the three riddles and die before the cold princess Turandot. The prince of Tartary instantly fell in love with Princess Turandot and proposed to her right then and there. Liu, who was secretly in love with the prince, begged him to not attempt the riddles. Turandot's father, the emperor, was tired of his daughter's trials and urged the prince to give up on the riddles. Turandot herself warned the prince, telling him to avoid the riddles. The prince paid them all no heed and proceeded to correctly answer all three riddles. Surprised at his success, Turandot was trapped. She cried and begged her father to help her break her oath to marry the prince. The emperor told her she was bound to keep her word. The prince, moved by Turandot's tears, offered his own challenge. If she could find out his name by dawn, she could kill him. So Turandot sent out her ministers to discover the prince's name, but no one knew it. Finally, they brought forward the servant Liu and demanded that she tell them the prince's name. When she refused, they began to torture her. She refused to speak, only calling the prince love. Finally, she fell on her own knife and died in the princess's arms. The prince, moved by Liu's compassion, rebuked Turandot for her cruelty. Princess Turandot, in a riot of confused emotions of love and hate, asked the prince to leave. Instead, he told her his name, Prince Caliph, son of Temur. As dawn rose, the emperor asked Princess Turandot for the prince's name. She called him Love, and they were soon married. Are you seeing the twist here? So, yeah, that's the story. Take what you want from this. But I'm going to pull some final advice for you, and then I'm going to let you go. Wow, we're already. And I just saw 717 again. Okay, 717 is relevant. Yo, where? I think something came out. Yeah. It fell on the floor. I'm not taking it, but let's just check it out. Judgment. Yeah, something trying to revive itself. Something that actually tried to mess with your very personal judgment. It's coming back in. It's all about what is worth fighting for. You know. Okay, what's the advice here for my lovely group one spirit? Be smart and look, Queen of Swords and King of Swords right next to each other. Wow. Different decks. And Page of Cups. Yeah, of course, because you are the light one, right? You are the light one if you're here on my channel. So have compassion, understand people's weirdness and how they're different and how they move according to their own issues and traumas and their own descent into their personal hell and whatnot. So let it be. Do not personalize. Not that you are, but in a way, yes, you are kind of like in this energy where it's like no time for the same old crap. Like you can see right through the BS. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. But have compassion. Some people will try to come in, make amends, and say sorry and apologize. It's up to you whether you want to forgive or not. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but let it let it be. Okay? Neutralize the situation. Running away is not the solution. That's what is the gist of the whole reading. I feel like, no matter what your mind tells you, you know better. Intuitively, you know better. Okay? So I hope this reading helps. That's the message from Pleiades for you. And I will see you in the next one. Hello, Group 2. You chose the lovely lapis lazuli. Okay. And your deck is the Hanson Roberts Tarot deck. I will be using this to clarify your cards. Now let's look at your oracles. Okay. Chamber of the Violet Flame. Beautiful. Getting messages from Pleiades. Godly Foundations. Pride of the Archangels. Of course, we have the Archangels. Group 1 also got the Pride of the Archangels. Forge, don't follow. Okay. Anunnaki. I see polarity in this card. And Akbal. Alrighty. And let's look at your tarot now. Queen of Swords. Okay. Eight of Swords. Wow, are you seeing this? Okay, you're seeing this, right? Crazy. Both the cards, and they are different decks. Wow, the Empress. Super interesting. I feel like you're totally detaching from low vibrational experiences. This is all about darkness turning into light. Pure light. Are you seeing the sun here and here? And then there is darkness here and here. This is alchemy. The radical transformation is here for sure. You're definitely clearing a lot of past karma, especially with the violet flame, because it's all about transmuting fear into love. You're definitely aligning your life with the divine plan as we speak. And your archangel is Archangel Sandalphon. Okay? And I'm getting this very tall energy in your group. Look at this dragon, yeah? It's almost like he's stooping down as if like he's standing real tall. And then this one standing tall. These two, they're Anunnakis, right? So Anunnakis used to be, I don't know, up to 12 feet or more back in the days. And even the Empress here is, I think this is the Saint, Saint Guadalupe. I hope I'm saying it correct. Guadalupe. I think that's Spanish. But yeah, this is the Mexican saint, the story here. Rose is highlighted. The rose, you could be from the rose lineage. I feel like your rose lineage could be trying to come online, especially, okay, so if you have Pleiadian origin, I feel like many of you, your Andromedan and activation is at play here. See, star codes unlock in phases, right? So your origins are revealed in phases. That is why sometimes if you get a reading and you find the marking which you do not relate to, is because it is yet to come online. And Sandalphon is also a very tall angel who is actually, he said to, he had a life here on earth. He lived here on earth, still does, I believe, along with Metatron. I think Metatron is his brother, is his twin brother. But what is highlighted here is you are a gift. You are a gift from the celestials. And it's time to allow this knowledge to stabilize your godly foundation here on earth. That is why this particular angel is coming in for you, because he's all about wish fulfillment. Sandalphon is the archangel of wishes fulfilled. And yes, he has been said to have lived here on earth. This also connects him to the natural world so that he can assist us in getting things done, in accomplishing your deepest desires here in the physical world, which is again taking me to the story of Guadalupe, because I will tell you that at the end of the reading. I will read it out real quick. So, because as a once earthly being, Sandalphon is also known as the protector of the unborn, which is relevant because we do have the Empress as your blessings here. So many of you, if I don't know, are you pregnant? If you're pregnant, everything is fine, everything will be okay. And whenever, if ever, even like prospectively, if you want to be a mom, it's absolutely going to happen if you really want it, okay? Don't have any fears related to that. But I don't know, this message is coming in strongly for someone. It has to be just one person, but someone is perhaps overthinking. Hmm. See, your foundation is you, alright? So for now, just pay attention on that. You need to anchor your light to yourself and see it transform into an ever present and ever aware godly foundation that is simply you. So it doesn't have to be mm, a pregnancy, it could also be you creating new things here on earth, seeing through your plans. This is you mothering your own self as well. This is also a need for recognition is highlighted here, and that requires that you forge your own path, all right? Because what you have, the energy signature that you have, it's new. The blueprint is new, and it is adding real value to the earth structure. I'm hearing it's adding real value. Okay, so you cannot match energy of other people. You cannot do things according to how it is working out for them. For you, it has to be different. It has to be different. With the double beheaded energy here, it's reminding me of Ketu. Your past life is super, super active. It's super, super active. Like Ketu is right now, South Node is right now in Libra, in the tropical, and in Virgo in sidereal. And I associate Virgo with Mary, and she's also connected to Mary, Mother Mary. I think she's the grandmother of Mother Mary. Let me just check. Something is going on here, but I feel like there is the worldly connection here, which is becoming stronger and stronger. It's almost like you're here to do something and nothing, and no one can stop you. It's happening. It's now. It's happening. Because she also had a wish, okay, which was fulfilled through human interaction and intervention, actually, which is again interesting, super interesting reading. Hmm. Okay, let's see. Let's see. There's more here. What else am I picking up? Okay, whoa, why am I sitting like that? Yeah, let's get to your tarot. Let's clarify these energies. Chamber of the Violet Flame. Show me the Chamber of the Violet Flame. This is for my lovely group too. Six of Wands. It's happening. Success. You're moving into your alchemist role, where it's like all the darkness that was sent your way, it only accelerated your spiritual life. It only put you on this purposeful path where you're here to do what you are here to do, what you were born to do, forging your own path, regardless of whatever was thrown your way. It's almost like you annihilated the disturbances, the weirdness. It's almost like this divine protection here. Look at the Queen of Swords. Who is behind her? It's a goddess, I believe. It's one of the goddesses. Hmm. Could be Venus. But Venus is this one goddess who is kind of like this archetype, cosmic archetype of a goddess. And then her fragmented parts are known as different goddesses, regardless of whether it is the Egyptian culture or the Greek or the Romans, whatever. But Venus is this cosmic archetype, okay? And every other goddess is kind of like a part of her. I hope that makes sense. So, regardless, and again, I keep saying Venus is the ultimate occult teacher, the warrior goddess. She is everything. So you're a very loving side, but at the same time, when you're tested, if you're tested, you have a very different side too, and you are not afraid of creating some chaos when called for. Let's just say that. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. You could be getting messages from music. Hmm. Some of you could have heavy Leo energy in your chart and Taurus. Tell me what the bodily foundation. Wow, this guy was underneath and came out like that. Oh no, no, why did I say that? For a minute I thought it was Four of Cups. I was just looking at the cups. But yeah, Knight of Cups is here. Hmm. Someone wants to tell you how much they love you and whatnot, and it only makes you defensive. It only makes you want to push them far away from you, something of that nature. But the thing is, I feel like the love is deep here, and it's almost like unconsciously, but more like I feel like it's not that unconscious. You know what you're doing, but you could be testing somebody to prove their mettle, which is well and good. In this realm, you cannot be too sure, right? And I think you've learned from trial and error. Now is the time where you're very focused, actually. You want to be more and more focused because I feel like the focus is coming after a lot of destruction and being stuck in a traffic jam. the traffic jam in your head, not maybe a little one, I don't know. But the traffic jam is not jamming anymore. Oh yeah, you've beheaded the jammers. Wow. Like you are online, you're always connected. And looking at the fact that this is a man's head and this is a woman's head, and this one always gives me the energy of Medusa. Hmm. But it also says protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. Yeah, and I do feel like you're defensive, a bit defensive and protective, which is kinda fine. That's what I'm hearing here. It's fine for you. Okay, let's see. It's like you cannot lose sight of what it is you're here to do. Yeah, you cannot. You have to spend time on your own. You have to think about everything twice before taking any action, before also mingling with most people. I feel like it's a very focused energy. You have got things to do, and you are not ready for unnecessary towers. But the thing is it really unnecessary? Because towers are from the divine force, right? Divine force, right? And you know that, so it's like you're prepared for the towers too at the same time. Mm. Very practical energy. Because see, essentially what is happening here is you are already standing very tall in the Queen of Swords role. After dealing with whatever this is, and the blessing here is you're turning into the Empress. And are you seeing the Venus energy so strong here? Libra, Taurus, and this is Venus actually, but I don't know. With the Venus, it's both, right? Taurus and Libra. But yeah, the Cardinal Queen is here. Cardinal Air Queen. She's the water of the air. Uh, Queen of the thrones of air. Hmm. Let's see. What is this? Anunnaki. There's no one who has what you have, and you know that very well. Okay, it's like there's no one who even comes close to possessing your unique combination of skills, gifts, and life experiences, especially big on life experiences. And you don't look to those who have come before you to work out your path, You're understanding that you are a leader. You have always been a leader. And that is why there's this need to do your own thing, forge your own path, yes, but the path is already forged by the divine above. It's all about walking on it. Wow. Hmm. Okay. What is the Anunnaki energy here? Yeah. You see? So, no matter how strong your enemies are, your support system is stronger. Plus, you don't pay too much attention to the opposition, the duality, the disagreeing energy, and the separation consciousness. You are tapped into a different energy. You're unity focused, and that is what is making the difference. It's making all the difference. I actually want to read the Akbar card here, and it's like you're a seasoned divine warrior. Your whole life has been preparing you to walk on this path. And I feel like this is also a time for action. Yes. And wherever you have conflict of interest, it's like you're winning anyway. You are not suffering fools. You are not letting anyone control you. And even if at some point you were controlled by anyone or whatever, it was very temporary, and it was so because it taught you something. It had to teach you something, and you learned your lessons, and you kept it moving. So that's all that matters. Should I go? Ace of Rods. Love it. Now let's look at it. My nose is so itchy. Itchy. So itchy. Itching. The Book of Changes could be relevant for you. Like, it could really help you or something. But yeah, Akbal is mystery. Journey into self. This is all about that. You have been journeying within. You've been an explorer, divine spiritual explorer. Okay, your dream word is always loud. It's like loud. It's very loud. So it says receiving Akbal indicates gifts from going inside to the place of potential where all dreams, ideas, and possibilities exist. And this is what is coming online. This is what is coming to life with the Ace of Wands, especially. It's time to take that inspired action. This is straight from the divine above. Aces, all the aces are from up above, direct intervention. So you're getting a lot of messages in your dreamscape, and you're also reaching this point where you're understanding there are no victims. There's no one to blame. You are essentially reaching that point, and you're now attracting elements to your field that will actually create completion and wholeness for you. So again, becoming so super self-aware, and the conscious shift, the mindfulness is only increasing. It says enter into the sanctuary of self, the arms of enclosing darkness, the tunnel. It's actually the womb. Again, it's reminding me of the womb, the abyss, the womb, the primordial waters. And Akbar basically means night or house. Your home. And you're being asked to cross the boundaries of your own growth edges. Because in the stillness within you, that potent gift is formed in the darkness. It's time to receive the gift, to live the gift, to ignite that gift. And let's see what else. Yeah, symbols, womb, abyss, dark cave. Revelations, huh? And we got the Medusa energy, which is again, it's the energy of Algol, the fixed star. And I remember the herb connected to Algol is mugwort. And mugwort is very good. It's like a very good herb for dream work. Okay? And also if you set certain intentions and sleep with mugwort under a sprig of it under your pillow, you receive revelation. And again, this is reminding me of the third decan of Taurus, which is where all this energy is concentrated, right? In the sky. I was going to say something, I forgot. Anyway, not relevant, I believe. Anyway, the justice is here. Let's just say that, because something has absolutely shifted here for you. Black crystals could be very helpful for you. Your crystal is lapis lazuli. obsidian, hematite, quartz, black tourmaline, very helpful. Also black pearl. So no more self-judgment, none of that. Not even fear of change. That is, what you have been overcoming. You've been overcoming fear of change, self-judgment, sadness, and even also coming out of a depressive state, I believe, around this time. So you're really, really being very mindful of how it is that you judge yourself. You know, I'm just getting for some reason that you are the empress, but for just as a protective mechanism, some sort of a defense mechanism, you have been getting too comfortable or too loud in your Queen of Swords role, because that is just to protect your sensitivity, because she is kind of like, a bit cutthroat, and maybe you thought that that is required for you to feel safe and all that, but you can relax. You can just relax now, okay? And the air and the fire queen is the yang queen for me, and the empress is all about the lighter side of the yin energy, the receptivity of it all, right? So it's time to relax and be receiving of the good that is flowing into your life. Let go of control. You've won the fight. Wow. Okay. Especially if you have any issue with your sibling, any of the siblings or sibling, a major shift is coming in there. But there is no need to fight anymore. You are actually understanding your relationship. It's like a new perspective coming in, and you're focusing on unity as opposed to separation, the unnecessary chaos, basically. Because, see, the Queen of Swords is very, oh my god. Okay, wait. So, Queen of Swords is also like, she has this Virgo energy. She has 10 degrees of Virgo, especially in this card in the Hermetic deck, because this energy basically spans from 20-degree Virgo to 20-degree Libra, right? And then again, the Virgo energy is so strong here. And Virgo has this energy of service to others, okay? But in order to reach that point of service to others, you first need to also reach that point where you're able to receive what is trying to come in from the divine. Also, this is not just about receptivity, but also when you are receiving the divine inspiration, it's also about putting it into focus and working on it. So you are on a path where you're increasingly breaking away from old roles and behaviors, and it can be a painful experience, but it's so very worth it, because this is also very liberating. Your only duty in life is to remain true to yourself. That's what you're figuring out around this time, okay? Because whenever there is conflict, you're ready to wait it out. You're ready to walk away. It's very important to still your mind, Meditation is key here, because that is required in order to create your own path, and you need to listen to the divine. You need to stay in touch. When the mind gets loud, yeah, be a Virgo. Do something. Clean something. Clean something. Organize something, I don't know, like scrapbook or journal or whatever, like do anything. And some of you, I feel like you could have some sort of a craft where when you're making something, that's how you meditate. I mean, I can relate to that. So yeah, but the blessing here is the Empress, which is so beautiful. because you're definitely filled with power as well as beauty. Venus is beauty. She's love. She's motherhood. Yeah, but there's also the relationship of spirit and matter, right? And that is highlighted here. It's not only the outer riches, also the inner riches, and also the beauty that you see in other people, and it's all within you. So I feel like from the Queen of Swords, it's like you're moving into the Empress role finally, and this is your divine role. It's like you are on, and regardless of your gender, of course, but the emphasis is here on the relationship between you and the divine above, right? And for the men out there, it's a good time to actually focus on somebody who's around you, like a strong woman in your life who inspires you, like who you want to learn from. Okay, but yes, the there's like this energy of you developing your femininity, all right, regardless of your gender again. So yeah, surrounded by beauty and abundance, spiritual, material, you name it. And so I will read out the story now. Wow, we are 31. Okay, 3113. I just saw that. Wow, and on the clock it's 1013. So 13 is very important. That is the number of the divine feminine. 13, yeah. Hmm. And 3 is the empress, and 13 is the queen. 13, right? 13 is the number of the queen in tarot. Wow, crazy. Hmm. So let's read out the story for you. But before yeah, okay, I will pull some advice after I read out the story. So let's see, where is it? Okay. So one December morning, a woman of mixed heritage appeared before native Mexican peasant Juan Diego and spoke to him in his native tongue, the language of the Aztecs. She said she was the mother of the very true deity, the Virgin Mary. Okay, she's the mother of the Virgin Mary, not the grandmother, sorry for that. And asked for a church to be built in her honor on that very hill. Juan Diego sought the Archbishop of Mexico City to tell him of the occurrence. Is it like, I think it's, yeah, Mexico, but it's Mexico, right? Anyway, the archbishop was skeptical, but when Juan Diego saw the woman again and she again told him to build the church, the archbishop asked for a miracle to be performed to prove her identity. She agreed and told Juan Diego to return to the hill the next day. But the next day, Juan Diego was forced to go to his dying uncle. The other day after, the woman caught Juan Diego trying to sneak around the hill he was supposed to meet her on. When he guiltily admitted to his reasons, the woman scolded him and said, Am I not here? I, who am your mother. She told him to climb the hill and gather the flowers there. The hill, normally barren in December, was bursting with Castilian roses, native to Spain, not Mexico. Mm. The woman helped Juan Diego gather the roses in his cloak. When he presented the full blooms to the archbishop, they found the cloak covered in the image of the woman. Juan Diego returned to his uncle and found Juan Bernardino, okay, okay, fully. healed by the gifted woman. She then asked to be known as Guadalupe. The archbishop accepted these miracles and began construction of a chapel on Tepeyac Hill. So Our Lady of Guadalupe has come to represent mestizos, or people of mixed native and European heritage. She is a symbol of peace, healing, and unity. I think she is a Catholic saint. So take what you want from that message, but yes, it's the story of miracle and the flowers and intervention and construction project being realized, right? Forging. Forging always reminds me of gardening for some reason. And yeah, she is standing in a flower field. Castilian roses, I believe. So she's a saint. You are a saint. You do have this divine foundation. And this is what is coming to light. This is a past life activation, believe it or not. It's a very fortunate time for you, by the way. Very abundant time for you. It's because you are understanding your role. You know your role. Let's see. Why am I using this deck? Wow. Started using group three's deck. That's crazy. Because I was about to finish this reading, but yeah. Let's get you some advice. Any final advice for my group two? Crazy. I got so spacey because I was just staring at Guadalupe. Look at that. Let the wheel turn in your favor. Dream big. Pay attention to your dream word, okay? Yep. Don't pay attention to the external noise. You've got it. You could face a bit of, like, I don't know, imposter syndrome or something of that nature, and when good things start to happen, you could like feel the urge to self-sabotage or whatever, like normal human experience. But I feel like the amount of help that you have and your personal inner knowing is so strong here that you will not sabotage your happiness anymore ever again. You are going for the prize. Oh my god, there's another one. Why did I miss that? King of Swords. I love to see that. And he's right next to the Queen of Swords. Again, this happened in group 1 too. Oh my god. And the roses came in for group 1 too, and they're here too. So yeah, amazing. And then even on your wand, you have the roses. Crazy. Flowers are so relevant for you. But yeah, look. You know more than you think you know. And the knowing is only going to become stronger and more powerful. Plus, there's nothing to be afraid of. Even if there are certain issues that need to be dealt with, you'll be able to absolutely deal with it, okay? You will create order in any kind of chaos. And you're very well protected too. But yes, enjoy this time. I feel like a great shift is happening for you. A very beautiful, abundant shift is here for you. And all of this is happening in divine timing. I'm getting very like. Anyway, so that's all I see. I hope this helps. And if this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Hello, group 3. You chose the lovely Carnelian. Let's keep it here. And your deck is the thought deck, which I will be using to clarify your reading. And now let's look at your oracles. Emerald Tablet Activation. Beautiful card. Messages from Pleiades. They say the emerald tablet is actually made of moldavite, and moldavite is a stone from Pleiades, so that could be relevant for someone. And your dragon is the sacred warrior. Oh my god, all the groups got the pride of the archangels, which is again so beautiful, relevant, because we're getting messages from Pleiades. And he is all blue, and violet. Hmm. Lost lands. Hmm. The Galactic Federation. Hmm. I like this card. Look at him. He's like, look at him. This one. He's like so chill. And look at him. He's kind of like us, right? Lost in his device. Doesn't have no care for anyone else. Hmm. I don't know. I'm getting this energy of this being is from Aldebaran. Okay. And Emish. Hmm. This is also my Four of Wands card in this deck. Okay. Now let's look at your tarot. First, this one. Yeah. Eight of Cups. Okay. Ace of Wands. I mean, I think we have to hide this a little bit. Let's use your crystal. And Boitata, the devil. Very interesting reading, this one. And your crystal matches with your cards. This one. So these two are very relevant. All are, yes, they're all connected, but I feel like, first of all, there is definite Kundalini movement. There is definite Kundalini activation at play for you, because this is relevant, because this is Saturn in Pisces, and it's happening. Like, this transit is there in the sky in real time. Okay, so this period, this transit, this phase, let's call it phase, this phase when Saturn is when Saturn entered Pisces, and I think it will be in Pisces for the entire year. Yeah, so this is the time when you are receiving multiple activations. You're retrieving bunch of soul gifts. Your past lives are getting activated left and right. Knowingly, unknowingly, waking word, dream word, you are tapping into the tapestry of life. You're tapping into your akashics. A lot is happening. This is you functioning in different realms, okay? This is you planning, preparing, doing things differently, not focusing on any despair, whatever was the past, whatever. It's like patience is your virtue here, and you are moving accordingly. And the fact that you got the devil in your blessings, I really want to see what that is about. And we will get there, but this is the end part of it all. Let's start with the emerald tablet here. Okay, so I will use the tarot to clarify. I just feel like past life gifts retrieval is definitely at play here. Even if you don't consciously know how to recognize or even express the gifts coming online. There's a part of you that knows you hold great power with it. You can feel it. It's because of the Kundalini rising. So let's see. And yeah, underneath, look, Hanged Man, total shift. This is once in a lifetime energy. Show me the emerald tablet activation. Wow, Two of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, you're tapping into different realms. You are, and I feel like you are undergoing multiple chakra activation. Of course, the Kundalini rising energy is here. Oh my god! But you see, you have all the chakras are present here. I believe. Yeah, because this is the crystal for the sacral chakra. Okay, and then you have the root energy here. Okay, even the solar energy is here, and the solar energy is here, solar plexus, yeah. And then you have this green energy, which is again, and I saw that card, it was like heart chakra, yeah. And then you have this beautiful blue. This is the blue dragon, by the way. And even here, blue here too, right? So blue violet, and that's your upper chakras. And now let's get to the crown. Look at this. This is your lotus. It's blooming. This is your crown. And then you have the fish here, which is again the divine knowledge, the divine connection, the divine knowing. It's abundant. It's overflowing. It's like the channels are open. The upper channels, especially, very, very open. So if you get breathless easily, it's suggested that you practice breath work, okay? Because yes, a lot of energy is coming in. So this takes time to acclimate, yes, but I feel like it's happening. And the third eye activation, that is why we saw the hangman earlier. New perspectives, new windows, new way of doing things, new way of knowing things, detaching from past paradigm, opinions, judgment, and all of that, and moving in love and light, becoming love and light, understanding from the mistakes of the past, and not this life, not just this life. This is multiple past lives. Atlantis is coming in. It's like some of you've had a lifetime in Atlantis, and Atlantis, Atlantis. Number 8 is important. Yeah, 8. That's why I say Atlantis. Atlantis. Okay, no, you guys. Okay. I see what is up here. Your own power was withheld from you for a very long time in this life, I believe. Yeah, with Saturn and Pisces here. It was withheld for a reason, okay? And now the floodgates are opening. It's like all that belongs to you is being given to you because now you're ready. Now you know what to do with it. Now it's not going to lead to any kind of weird ass destruction that perhaps happened at some point. And again, takes me back to Atlantis. Yeah, I finally said it correct. So yeah, we're done with Atlantis for now. But yeah, it's like, you know, you're prepared for what is coming in. You're prepared to help others too. You're prepared for everything, basically. I'm hearing you were born prepared for what is coming in. Chaos, this chaos. And that's why, yeah, sacred warrior. You're the light warrior. You're not afraid of the unknown. The unknown excites you. Rather, you get bored if you know too much. Yeah, you kind of lose interest if the path is very clear. You like mystery. That tells me you're a very, very ancient old soul, okay? And all these locks, these were put in place by your own self, like your own being, like your higher self. You decided certain blockages, you created certain blockages before reincarnating. So it's like you're always in the know. Yeah, it's all about you're in on some sort of a secret which is yet to be revealed. But I feel like you can see the dissolution of certain energies and certain paradigms and certain institutions. It's almost like something is prophetic at play, and you have seen the future. And the conclusions that you have formed, I'm here to tell you, those are correct. Certain energies cannot thrive here on Earth anymore, regardless of the level of consciousness 3D, 4D, 5D. Even in the 3D, certain energies are being dismantled once for all. You know why? Because, again, everything is connected. So the ascension has that ripple effect. So, of course, it is affecting the 3D drastically because it is so accelerated. The energy is so accelerated that, of course, you can feel it. You can see the shift. You can see the divide actually. It is becoming more and more prominent. And you're understanding your role better and better with every passing day. So this is Archangel Haniel, and he's purple, and he carries this energy of a sacred heart. That's it. Your heart is sacred. Yeah, nine of wands for the sacred warrior, and that's the warrior card. It has strength. You know what you're doing. You've done it again and again and again in different lifetimes, very important lifetimes here on Earth. Yeah, look at that. Queen of Wands. You are in the know. You guys, you come from the solar lineage. Your lineage is very solar in nature. That's why we have the solar energy here. Yeah, you could be a fire sign. Even he's on fire. You could have very important placements in fire signs. Doesn't have to be. Earth is also very strong here. Water is also very strong here. Earth, water, fire, very strong. And it's about building a new world. You're tapping into past lives. Yep. Even if at some point you were seeking some information, active information, or you were getting akashic readings or whatever, all that perhaps did not bring in the relevant information. But around this time, what is happening is the way everything is shifting, the way you get receiving your messages, the way spirit is talking to you, and the way this soul gift retrieval is happening, it's otherworldly. You're tapping into dimensions on your own. This is a very personal energy. It's like I just feel like there is no in between here. I don't. There's something very one-on-one about you. You do not like to have intermediaries. You're the go-to person for many, and when it comes to your personal life, it's like you have an inner compass, an inner knowing, an inner calling, and keep following that. And sometimes it looks like it's just you, but I feel like there is something else going on here. There is A bigger family, invisible family working with you at all times. Cats could be important. I'm seeing, and again, another serpent here. Hmm. And these lost places, these lost lands, Atlantis, Lemuria, whatever. Yes, they exist. They used to exist. Some say they're still somewhere hidden or under the ocean or whatever. But the thing is, these ancient lands exist in the souls who experience them, right? And that is what is here for you. That's where you're tapping in. They watch you. The cosmic guardians, they watch you. So, yeah, you kind of bugged like that. So, this also tells me about your light worker role, which is very relevant with the devil card being here. You're like hidden in plain sight. And yes, many of you, most of you, I believe, if this is the first group you chose, you're a light worker. There are different types of light workers, right? Okay, let's see. Yeah, look at that. Invisible, right? Invisible. Look at that. Hermit, Queen of Cups. This is Isis. This is Isis. Wow. And she's invisible in this card. You cannot see her. You can't see me. Hmm. Oh, and White Lotus, White Lily, Water Lily. That's okay. So that with the Panther, there is getting this rainforesty energy. Is getting this. Yeah, I don't know. Places like Mexico could be relevant. Brazil. Oh yeah, Brazil, because the story's from Brazil. Latin America. What about it? I don't want to get into that, but yeah, what I see here is you're being monitored, and at the same time, your spirit is such that it monitors others. Okay, there's an alliance at play here. You are not functioning alone, though. It's like it appears so because I don't know why. I think that's how spies function. But no, you are part of a bigger community, okay? And travel is relevant here. Some of you, it could be moving around. It could be like awakening to your grid worker role that is relevant. That info keeps coming in. So yeah, there's this emphasis on teamwork. Okay, so you're working with a team, and again, that is taking me to the light worker collective. So yeah, you are a chosen one because you are in the know. You know what's up. You are here to remove confusion first from your own mind and then offer this service to others. Cut through illusions, separation, and all of that. Good stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, you're very loved by your team. You're very loved and very taken care of. Like, you always know everything will work out in your favor no matter what. Because I just feel like you have seen enough examples. So, no matter how dark it gets, the morning will come through. It's darkest before the dawn, right? Some of you could be in that twilight zone a little bit because you're undergoing heavy activation, and all that chakra work is obviously like give yourself time, show yourself grace, And don't push yourself, okay? Yes, you are a divine sacred warrior, yes, but even you need to rest and retreat, okay, and retrieve your soul gifts. Yeah, in order to retrieve, you need to retreat sometimes, and I think you know the importance of that. Yeah. Okay, now let's look at, and wow, this is crazy because Emish is also connected to a dragon. You know, it's that energy of self-love and this coming into this primal trust of knowing that you're taken care of, you're not alone, you are not functioning on your own, you're part of a greater collective, and you're serving a purpose. You're in that spiral vortex. You are the dragon, you are the ancient one. Whew, ancient one. Okay. Okay, let's see. Isis loves you, connected to her energy. Wow, look at that. Another ace. Total clarity coming from the divine above. That's a very crown chakra energy. Well, the channels are clear. Are you seeing all the beams, the flow, the beams, the beam? You're in the know. And look at this. This card is very relevant. Look at that. So it's the Seven of Wands, right? And in the middle of it all, there are different sectors, yeah. But at the same time, in the middle, you have one which is kind of like the backbone, the spine. The backbone is straight. You know what it is that you are doing. You have the strength, the valor, the courage. You're not afraid of anything. You're not afraid of your own darkness. You're not afraid of anyone else's darkness. That is a thing of the past. You're leaving behind all that. This is a very empowered energy here. Very empowered. And Six of Swords. Let's keep it moving. We're keeping it moving. You're facing the fear, especially the fear of the unknown. You enter the dark phases of the Phoenix cycle, and you are in such a state of mind that even in those dark phases, those low phases, you don't pay attention to it. It's just like you keep it moving. So the more you, it's time to be brave, and the more you lean into your inner courage and power. And I just feel like with the retrieval that is happening, especially with the Kundalini energy here, so strong, I just feel like in a few months, your whole life is going to change for better. This is a gradual process. It's happening already. And by next year, something big is happening. Oh my god, you got three aces. 111 is relevant here. Actually, 111, 1111 is relevant here with that card. I'm seeing so many ones. That gives me that alpha energy where, yes, you, you're okay on your own. You're kind of like a lone wolf. I get that energy too, regardless of whether you're partnered or not. But with the Ace of Wands, I feel like you're really, really full of power and energy. And when you are in that phase where you're not feeling as powerful or whatever, it's okay. And I think you know that. You know that because something else is happening in those low phases. Okay, you're phoenixing. Okay, now the devil in the blessing, I feel like is all about the independence of mind and the freedom of spirit. This is the freedom of spirit. There's a bit of willfulness here, but it's a very divinely guided willfulness because, like, detaching from dogma, from the known structures, from the matrix, understanding what's actually true, what's actually real, what's actually for you, and standing strong in that, you don't serve anyone. That's what the devil is in the blessing. You only serve the one who talks to you directly. Source. That's what the devil is. Non servum. You do not serve. Lucifer is coming to mind. Do what you want with that info, but you clearly have a knowing. Some of you are totally breaking away from cultural monitoring, cultural stuff, and definitely dogma. Institutions. This is meltdown of institutions that have only like suppressed and oppressed the masses. And yeah, you can say they provide a structure and provide much needed discipline and rein in the the animal nature of the humans and whatnot. But how true is that? We can sit and argue about it, but I'm not here to preach. Not that you are into preaching. You lose interest as soon as someone starts preaching. That's there for a reason because you're essentially very free. Okay, your spirit is free, and that actually brings out the demons in other people. Your light shines bright, so bright that, and the way you move in life, and especially how this energy is increasing more and more, the way you will be moving, it is drastic shifts, more and more empowering. For all the evil in the world, there's a perfect scapegoat. Who is it? The devil, right? But in the tree of life, the devil goes from consciousness and harmony to intellect and logic, against all dogma, never caring for rules, freely uncompromising and very independent. No restrictions, no limitations, nothing is forbidden. And that is also the energy of Saturn in Pisces. Because wherever Pisces is, whichever planet, there's a disillusion happening. Wow, did I say disillusion? Dissolution, a dissolving is happening. And what is Saturn? Constriction, structure, sometimes unnecessary too. The contracting energy is dissolving. Because, listen, the devil is very aware of the darkness. He lives in the shadows, right? But in a positive sense, the devil basically tells us to go ahead with whatever we want. It's about experience. Learn from experience. There's a bit of that, but at the same time, with all the divine energy here, I feel like also learning from the past mistakes where you went experimenting and something didn't work out. So it's only foolish to repeat those, right? And again, Atlantis is coming in, and with their experimentation and the way things went down, that's where the Galactic Federation also intervened. That is relevant. Some of you could have had a lifetime there. You saw certain things, you learned certain things, and all of that, and that lesson is going to be very helpful in this life. But some of you, I feel like you could be line 5 in human design. That's that heretic energy. Yeah, the witch hunts are coming in. Some of you could have some, yeah, experience with that too. Hmm. Like, it's just the fear of the unknown, right? How people react. Most people react to the fear of the unknown. They don't know what to do with it, especially when they don't understand what they don't know, right? It's just, it makes people do stupid things. But yeah, you're recognizing culture is not your friend, regardless of your culture. And it really is not if you sit and think about it. It's time to show some spunk. There's nothing to be gained by like trying to be, I don't know, subtle, because there's nothing subtle about you or even strategic. I don't know. There's a wildness to you, and now's the time to live your wildness because it serves the divine. Like this group, you have already forged your own path, and no one can take you off of it. You know your role, you know what you're here for, and you're going to move accordingly. And there's an acknowledgement here. The ones who watch over you, they're very proud of you. Because the more you express your true emotions, it's just like the more you live in your true authenticity, the more everything is falling in place for you. Okay? Now, and with Carnelian here, it's like you have that fire within to make things happen. With all these opportunities coming your way, 3 aces, that's a big deal, okay? And then you see so many wands here. Here, 4 wands here, wands here, here, so many wands here. Uh, so many opportunities are coming in. You'll be crowned. You'll be crowned the patient god. Something is Patience is your virtue. I'm hearing. Patience is your virtue. You're not reckless. You don't expend your energy mindlessly. You're a sleeping giant. My sleeper cell collective of the divine. Wow. Okay. So let me read out the story of Waitata. I hope I'm saying that right. So this is a Brazilian legend. Let's see. And then I will pull some advice card, and yeah, that will be it. How many? Okay, we're already 34 minutes in, 35 almost. Yeah. Okay, so the story goes like, legend has it that long ago there once was a night that did not end. Deep in the Amazon forest, the night went on and on. lasting days and weeks and months. In this darkness, the people began to starve because they could not grow crops for food. It was too dark to see anything, too dark even to chop wood to make into torches to burn. It became oppressive, and all the animals and people began to grow scared. Then it began to rain. The rain went on and on with no end in sight. The forest began to flood, and many of the animals and people, weak with hunger and cold, drowned in the endlessly rising waters. Oh my god, you know, okay, I'll get to it. Let me finish the story first. It was then that a huge snake sleeping on a log deep in the forest woke from its slumber. It woke feeling very hungry. It slithered easily through the wet forest because it knew how to swim and was accustomed to darkness. Does it ring a bell? It began to eat all the dead floating animals, feeling it filling its belly to burst. Eventually, because there were so many animals, the snake was able to feast on only its favorite part, the eyes. The eyes of the animals gleamed bright with the light of the last rays of sun the animals had seen. So, with each eye the snake swallowed, the brighter the snake itself became. It ate so many eyes full of light that it became fire, and its brilliance banished the rain and the night and brought warmth back to the forest. The snake became known as Boitata. Now, the Boitata is considered a protector of the forests and fields. Its bright eyes can see perfectly in the dark, and it will kill anyone who tries to set fire to the forest, eating their eyes. Anyone who has the misfortune to see the snake will go blind, go insane, or even die. Wow. I'm also getting the ones who watch over you, they don't play about you, which kind of makes sense because this is for my light worker collective. You're essentially reaching a point where you will not recognize fear anymore, overcoming all of it. And also, this is moving into your role, which has a lot to do with what is happening here on Earth. The story reminded me of all the flooding, reminded me of what was happening in Latin America. I don't remember exactly the countries because I don't watch news, but yeah, I did see something pop up on my timeline. I don't know. I think it was some places were flooded in the same region, so that is relevant. But I'm also being reminded of how the atmosphere is changing. The weather is really erratic. Anything is happening nowadays. It's just like, yeah, which is also reminding me of what happened just before I sat down to do this reading around the sunset in the evening. It started to rain, and yes, there were dark clouds, but at the same time, everything was yellow. Everything was just bright yellow, and it was raining, and it almost felt like someone put a filter, like a photo filter, and everything turned yellow. It was beautiful, of course, but kind of weird. So, and I feel like something is happening where weird stuff is happening everywhere on Earth. New things are happening, new phenomena. I don't know. And it's like you have the info, you have the knowledge to help others understand the shift that is happening. because you understand the shift that is happening on Mother Gaia, for Mother Gaia, and what she's going through, what she's allowing. Okay, it's a new life for her. Really, it is. Energetically, it's like a very massive shift. There's a lot of fear mongering, there's a lot of unknowing. Yeah, that's where your role is very relevant. Okay, not saying that you know everything why it's happening, but it's like you'll know when it's time, and you will know what you have to do. So you will be prepared, you will be in the know. And this is very much entangled with your role, your very service to others. No matter how you do that, how you live your role, many of you still coming online, because remember, this is a very activating period for you. And this year and the next year, 2025, by 2025, the entire collective will be online. No disconnect, no falling back, none of that. For now, we are headed. We wake Many are waking up in batches, so there's that too. But it's happening, and the activation is here in one way or the other. Everyone is activated in one way or the other. Levels are different, but it's happening. So take what you want from that story that I told you. It's quite an interesting one, but yes, you are the light bringer. Okay, and that role is becoming more and more clear, clearer. It's becoming clearer to you. It's becoming stronger. It's becoming very relevant. That's what I see here. So let's get you some final advice. You worked a lot on yourself, okay? You have really taken care of your well-being over here, which allowed you to move away from the darkness of others, and that also allowed you to move away and this, like, transmute your own darkness into light. And that makes all the difference, right? So any final advice for my group 3? My nose is so itchy since past 10 minutes or so. Oh my god. Any final advice for my, okay, wait, spirit? Any final advice for my group 3? Protect your peace at all costs, okay? And with the Two of Swords is that blindfold energy, right? But the thing is, when it's time for you to decide, you will decide. When it's time for you to hold back, you will hold back. And you move on God's timing, no one else's timing. And initially, for the light workers, it's difficult to understand this energy, but the more you stand tall in your role, the more you understand why it makes all the difference, okay? Plus, your success is not attached to this realm or what goes on here or with other people. This is definitely my chosen people group. I don't use that, but it's coming in. Well, look at that. You got double six. And you got six here. 666. Oh, we have the 666. And the devil is in your blessing. Make it what you want. But yeah, Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles for your advice. And we have another one here. What is that? Ace of Cups? That's the only ace we did not see. And it's here. Oh my god, like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Your emotion is your superpower, okay? That inner knowing that connects you. The inner knowing that your emotion is what is. It is the channel. Okay, it is the channel. It is your personal device for this communication, this divine communication. Well, and I just realized, like, wow, Was it like this the whole time? I hope you guys can see it, but anyway. Okay. Okay, so I cannot like sit in this energy anymore. It's very nice, it's very good, but the advice here is focus on your gifts, the gifts that you already have, and what it is that you're retrieving that will be online when it is time. Certain things is just there in the back of your head, and you're yet to realize your full potential and all of that. Yeah, sure, but at the same time, the relevant thing is time, and the devil is also about time because Capricorn, right? And he delays things and whatnot. But the thing is, patience was your virtue for a reason, and if it's not, it will be. The more you walk in your role, the more you get to know your role and get to live your role, you see. Because yes, in a way, your life, you have free will and all of that, sure, but the same at the same time, certain parts which are kind of laid out for you. And I think you're becoming more and more accepting of this energy, of this knowing, not afraid of it anymore. It's like you feel supported. You are disconnecting from the mistrust, distrust of human condition, okay, that is induced by human life, and tapping into what is above it all helps. It helps to have faith and trust and believe in that support, that invisible team that is always working for you and is always looking out for you. There's so much love here, by the way, so much love. You can feel this love. You can more and more and more and more. I'm picking up on this very motherly energy here. It's all good. It's all good. Focus on. Also, I'm hearing mutual benefit. Service to others is not about overgiving or overextending. Everything is going to be balanced. I'm really hearing some weird things. Your cup overfloweth. Okay. And Six of Pentacles is also a card of gifts. This is like so many blessings coming in, but it's also very well hidden. I'm seeing Taurus here for some reason. Isn't it? Yeah, that's Taurus. What is this? That's a yantra in between. And so many planets here. Hmm. And what was I saying? Past life gifts. And these two together, it's like that is what you're retrieving. It's like coming in another beam, another channel. What is up? This is attunement. Healing, very healing energy, very, very healing energy. Peace is being restored, power is being restored. This is unlocking of that firepower. It's time to make things happen. This is also a crystal of artists, creatives. I feel like something big is happening when it comes to your gifts and what it is that you have to offer. So yeah, this is where it's this windfall energy. You're being blessed left, right, and center. That is very clear from your cards. You just look at your cards, and you know that in order to retrieve all this, in order to totally retrieve all this, you need to be in a peaceful state. So yeah, And if it means that you have to leave behind anything and everything that tries to bring in any kind of chaos, then that is that. And you don't have a problem with it, not anymore at least. So that's what I see. I hope this helps. And if this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.